each of our IG are like different ships. With the monsoons coming together. For example, like Gamelan is the Indonesian side.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, that's actually pretty unique. I never thought of it that way. Different ships coming together.
Oh, wait. You kind of,
Radiate.
Radiate. Your dose of campus entertainment only on RP Radiate909.
Welcome to RP Radiate909, your dose of campus entertainment. And today you're listening to Arts Unfolded Episode 3, Reflections Arts Festival 2025, where the sea meets people. My name is Ranya. I'm joined by my co-host.
My name is Neflin, and before we get into the episode, how was your holidays, Ranya?
Long. Actually, very long.
I agree.
It felt like 3 months.
I had nothing to do. Actually, after the first week.
Exactly. Like, you know, the initial freedom, you're going out every day, but then you get exhausted and you just stay home, start rotting. You actually think to yourself, when's school starting?
I think honestly because every day we go to school and then after that we got nothing to do.
No, true.
Yeah. I mean, I tried to go out a lot, but, you know, there's so much you can do, especially when RP is full of events and school's out, so there's not much you can do. But guess what? We have RAF coming up soon.
Oh.
But I remember, I'm going to tell you more to our dear listeners and you about our last year's RAF experience. Actually, we had a theme. It was Boomy. It was all about raising awareness, promoting sustainability through the arts. It was 3 weeks of music, dance, theatre, and visual art constellations and exhibitions. Y'all should check it out because this year's theme is
Rendezvous,
Yes,
where
it's
people,
rendezvous.
cultures, and generations meet to create something uniquely Singaporean.
And that's right. Now, on the previous episode of Arts Unfolded, our two special hosts interviewed Isaac from Ops T, Operations Theatre, and Nadia from Style Groover's crew. Today, as we dive deep into exploring this year's RAF and its unique theme, we're joined by two very special guests who are also participating in RAF. Listeners, can you give a round of applause for our amazing guests? Can you please come out?
Woo! Hello!
Hey guys, please take a seat. Is it hot in here?
Yes.
Okay, temperature, right?
Yes.
Can you introduce yourselves and your roles in your IGs and which
Okay.
IG you are from also?
Okay. Hello, my name is Adiiirah. I'm from Gamelan Naga Kencana and I'm the president.
Hi Adiiirah.
Hi, Adiiirah.
And hello, I'm Amelia from RP Wind Symphony, and I am actually the creative IC for this year's SDR.
Hi Amelia.
Hi.
Well, so you are from GNK and
Symphony.
Wind Symphony. So for our listeners, because most of them are not from RP, we're going to give you a more in-depth description on GNK. I'll start with GNK, Gamelan Naga Kencana. Let me do the honors. Meaning Golden Dragon.
Yes.
It's basically traditional Indonesian music ensemble composed mainly of percussion instruments such as gongs, metallophones, and drums, often complemented by flutes, strings, and chanting. Actually, guys, GNK is the only gamelan ensemble among Singaporean polys, and they perform at key events such as RP's open house at the Gamelan Circle at the Malay Heritage Centre. It was a key event, if I'm not wrong, at the Istana in 2017 for the first official presidential event of Madam Halimah Yaakob.
Wow. Can I tell you guys something? It's been like almost like half a decade since I've heard like gamelan. And you know what? It really, when I stepped into TRCC on the first floor and I heard like the gamelan, that's where your studio is, right?
Got all the ting,
Yeah. I was like, oh my god, I'm connecting with like my Indonesian roots right now.
Oh, you're Indonesian?
Yeah, I'm like part
I
Indonesian.
didn't know that.
Yeah, so the last time I heard gamelan was actually in primary school.
I think for me it was open house last year.
Open house.
Because I was
Oh,
MC.
yeah.
The music is actually pretty unique. I've
Yeah.
never heard it before. I came to Poly, then I found out more about gamelan.
Mm.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think, and what do you say? Because I don't have many opportunities to hear gamelan, except for joining RP, and because like it's such like a rare CCA, as you say, the only CCA amongst all the polys. I think that's really cool. But you know what? We gotta give it to Wind Symphony as well. RP's Wind Symphony is pretty amazing too. They're a large musical ensemble composed of woodwind, brass, and percussion instruments. And they also take part in events such as the Singapore International Band Festival.
Wow.
And most recently, last year, you guys won the Gold Award, I'm sure.
Yes.
So RP's Wind Symphony is really making a big name for itself. All right.
Well, so for the two guests, what are your thoughts on RAF, the team? You all know what the team is, right?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on it? Like,
The theme is like about Singapore itself turning 60 this year to like like celebrate it. So I feel it will like remind people about like how far that Singapore has come lah. Yeah.
Amelia, what about you?
I think that like since this year, like in honor of SG60, I think this theme also reminds people of like how far Singapore has come, and also remind them of their roots. Yeah.
I think personally for me, this year's theme is pretty unique, honestly.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
last year, when we compare last year, it's all about sustainability. This year is hitting more home, is connecting people. Because, you know, Singapore is a melting pot of different cultures.
Definitely.
So it's an amazing theme for this year. I think it's really thoughtful.
Yeah. For me, rendezvous it actually takes inspiration from the word "ren," like the Chinese character "ren," and that character means people. I think it's really, really important, especially for today's RAF, because this year's RAF there's collaborations everywhere. You know, even I have had the chance of collaborating with different IGs while working through it. And speaking of collaborations, so Amelia, Adiiirah, we've actually heard whispers here and there that for this year your two respective interest groups are also collaborating, and it's a little performance called, what's it called, Neflin?
Monsoons, if I'm not wrong.
Monsoons. So can you guys confirm and share more about your team for this year's performance?
Alright, so this year our concert is actually named Monsoons, which is also to remind us that actually it was the monsoon winds that brought ships to Singapore's trading port, and that's how we have this melting pot of cultures right now that Singapore is.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that, and I also heard that not only does we talk about the past with, you know, like the maritime trade as Singapore becoming a port, but we're also going more into the future with the shifting currents such as AI, global conflict, and the changing world values that shape our world and Singapore today. So now we would like to ask you a little bit more about monsoons. Neflin, would you like?
So my first question for y'all, both for y'all, is please tell us how the performances incorporate the overall theme of monsoons. So, because we have the general theme, which is rendezvous, and then your special theme is monsoons. How did you derive that? What was the thought process behind it?
I wasn't really part of the thinking process, but for me, how I see it is that each of our IG are like different ships with the monsoons coming together. For example, like Gamelan is the Indonesian side.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait,
So-
that's actually pretty unique. I never
Yeah.
thought of it that way. Different ships
So-
coming together.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
You're kind of, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
if my history is not wrong, right? I think at one point, Singapore was like a stop. All the other countries had to.
Yeah, it was
stop
a
by.
British port.
Yeah, so that actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, continue what you're saying.
Yeah, then like Winsome is like the western part.
Mm.
So it's like joining together through the winds lah, through monsoon itself. Yeah.
I see. It's actually really interesting.
Yeah.
And you know, this collaboration between Gamelan and Wind Symphony, you both are ensembles in your own right, but you come from, see, Gamelan is from Southeast Asia, Indonesian. Wind Symphony, I would say right now it's very much globalized, but the different instruments and so on and so forth. So I have a question for both of you guys. What are the pieces you guys are performing for Monsoons this year?
I'm actually quite interested in knowing.
Right,
Because
Amelia,
I'm
would you
not
like?
sure how you're going to incorporate the different IGs inside. Wait, so is it different pieces? Or one piece?
Oh, it's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh well, so actually we have a few pieces that combine the different IGs together. So actually like we're all playing together in one piece. And that's actually like all possible thanks to a student from Wind Symphony. Yeah, he actually put together a few pieces that
Like he composed it.
yeah, he composed
A
it like
student?
yes, a
Wait,
student.
a whole piece
Yes.
with different instruments.
Yeah, from scratch.
So
by
does that mean he
himself.
can play every single instrument? I'm actually kind of curious.
I don't think so.
Master
Wait,
of
but
all.
then if I wanted to write like a piano piece, I need to know how to. No, man. Okay, never mind. I think, yeah, continue what you were saying.
Oh yeah, so I think that's also what makes this concert really special because he actually composed a piece just for this concert.
Oh my
Yes.
god. You know, that student, if you're listening, shout out to you. Shout out to you, man.
Everyone listening, please go watch this. It's actually kind of worth it.
Right.
Because last year, because my friend, I don't know if you know her, Sherry, she's also in Wind Symphony. I went for one of the practices, and for her performance, it was amazing. Y'all had dancers in the front.
Oh yeah.
I was wondering, why does Wind Symphony have dancers in the front shaking their hands, dancing? It was actually quite unique. I mean, RP never fails to surprise me.
Right.
Moving on, Adiirah.
Mm.
So my question for you is, right, you know how RP always like have color theme where, like they dress up
Yes.
for example Flame Awards lah.
Mhm.
Everyone dress up, right?
Yep.
So in my mind, if you talk about monsoons, it's like wind, sea, blue, white, grey. Do you have any costumes that you're wearing?
So for now, our plan is to wear something traditional,
Uh-huh.
which is our own black kebaya, and also for the guys, we'll be wearing like the normal batik.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's our like costume lah.
Oh, so the different IGs will have their own costumes, is it?
Yeah, that's
What
the
about for
idea.
Wind Symphony? What are you guys wearing?
So in Symphony, we'll be wearing our usual concert black attire. Yeah. So actually, like more of the like traditional IGs will be wearing like the more traditional costumes, while the westernized will be in like concert black. Yeah.
When worlds collide, you know, traditional plus the Western world.
Like how Adiirah said, the ship's coming in together.
Right, yo, that was a
Exactly.
cool line. Speaking of when worlds collide, let's talk about your instruments. So I know for gamelan, you guys have instruments like such as the angklung and obviously the gamelan. And then for Wind Symphony, you guys have the clarinet. I'm curious which instrument. Actually, I have a question for both of you. What is your instrument that you play, and which instrument do you think is the most important in each of your performance? How about we start with you guys introducing what you play?
Well, so I actually play percussion. Yeah.
With
So
the drums like dum dum dum.
yeah, like drums.
Always wanted to
melodies.
be a drummer.
One instrument. Honestly, I think it'd be percussion
Actually.
because
So if the percussion wasn't there, it would kind of ruin the performance. Am I right?
I think because it's the percussion, which is how like the band keeps in time because of the rhythm.
That's true. What about you, Adiirah?
For me, for gamelan it's a bit different. We will like try to level up to a certain instrument, but now I'm sticking to bonang barong, and I think the most important instrument will be the kendang, which is the drum, because this kendang will teach us how to move to different ways to play, like different techniques and also different speeds.
Oh.
So there's like certain cues where we have to listen out, and then okay, we are changing to this now. Yeah, then
Oh,
we
if
have to
I'm-
adjust.
If I'm not wrong, gamelan pieces usually the tempo like immediately changes, right? In between.
Yeah.
Yeah, last it was so the kendang, if I'm not wrong, it keeps track of the rhythm, is it?
It
The
keeps track of rhythm. It can also change the rhythm. It can also change the technique that we are supposed to play. So it's overall I would say the rhythmic leader lah. Yeah.
Actually, I came up with this question is because like I personally am in like my own personal band, because you know how people say electric guitar is important, drums are important. Honestly, I think bass is more important, because
You play bass?
I don't play bass, but I think bass is important because like it's eating a dish without salt. You get what I mean? Even though it's very tiny.
No seasoning.
No seasoning,
No
nothing.
seasoning?
Bass is seasoning. On that note, right? I'm very curious because different IGs, different genres, different instruments, all coming together for one amazing piece, Monsoons.
That's right, that's right.
How? Like genuinely, how? That's
How
pretty
was the
hard.
preparation?
Yeah, how was the preparation like?
Could you give us like an overview, and was it tough? I'm thinking it's tough. And what were some obstacles that you guys faced?
For our group, we like a few weeks ago we started inviting Diki Barat to like come down to our room and like try to decide what we can contribute to their set. So we decided to put in some gongs and some kendang patterns, and to make it more like connected lah. And apart from that, what was most difficult was that like finding common ground, because for gamelan scale is very 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 different from Western scale, and it's very hard for us to adapt to theirs. Yeah.
How about you, Amelia? What were some challenges or obstacles that Wind Symphony might face? Like as Adiirah said, the Western scale is very different from the traditional scale.
Yeah, right. So like since like the two scales are like completely different, it was especially hard to try and combine both these like ensembles together. Yeah, so I think that was the hardest part for us.
And followed up on that question, right? When you all selected the pieces, who was generally selecting it? Like who did the selection process of the pieces?
Was
that
there like a specific IG? Because we know that Monsoons is actually Symphony De Republique. It's something that Wind Symphony usually takes charge of.
True.
So, could you
Who
share?
did all the selection?
Yeah.
So actually, the pieces were mostly chosen like by the creative team, yeah, and by like the respective IGs with also like the higher ups feedback, yeah.
Is there any specific part of Singapore's past or present that you guys are channeling in the performance?
Because we talked about like Adiiirah talked about the past, different shapes. I love what you said so much. I
Yeah,
cannot
actually
repeat
hit
it.
deep. I didn't. I
Right.
didn't even know. Like,
And I mentioned more about the future. So obviously right now we can't really see the future, or can you?
never know.
So we like to know for monsoons, the shifting currents, the different waves. Are you guys channeling more to Singapore's past as a port, or perhaps the present right now?
So actually, we have two different acts in our concert. So Act 1 leans more towards the Singapore, how it was before. So it mostly incorporates like DK and GNK, like more of the traditional groups. So we can tell that historical story of how Singapore came to be how it was today. And then in Act 2, it slowly shifts to our contemporary world now. Yeah, and how like Singapore is a really fast-paced country now. Yeah.
It actually makes so much sense. Like DK Barat and Gamelan Naga Kencana being the past part, the Act 1, and then the rest being Act 2. I think,
Correct.
and like you say, it really reflects on our world. And I think the costumes as well. I have a fun fact for you. Yusof Ishak used to, Parliament, everyone used to wear their traditional wear. And Yusof Ishak, our very first president, also used to pull up in his, not kabaya, oh my god, pull up in his songkok, everything. And now, obviously, due to a globalized world, we're all wearing more of a Western silhouette with the shirts and stuff.
I think what Yusof Ishak did was actually, we should actually follow that because we need to
Right.
embrace our roots. I mean, if you look nowadays, everyone's wearing suits.
Exactly.
I mean, there is a time and place for everything, but we should definitely embrace our culture because that's how Singapore is. Singapore is diverse. We have to embrace that, don't y'all think?
Yep.
Yeah, but actually this year's theme, talking about rendezvous, people, connections and everything, is an amazing theme, like how I said, because then we're embracing who we truly are.
That's right. Coming back to the performance, we're just so fascinated by this theme of incorporating the past and perhaps even future. Can you guys see the future? Just kidding. The performance reflects on shifting currents, global conflict, changing values, and artificial intelligence. That's a very hot topic right now. So we like to ask, personally, how do you guys think that these ideas of global conflict, changing values, AI, influence your choice of music and artistic direction?
I think you need to repeat the question
Okay,
again.
my bad. All right, so we're, like I said again, we're just so fascinated by your whole ideation, and we like to hear more. How does the ideas of global conflict, changing values, and AI, which obviously lean very much into the future, influence your choice of music and artistic direction?
Well, that would be leaning more towards Act 2, so our contemporary world now. And our choice pieces were actually quite distinct in a way. So the mood shifts and it's very obvious. And if you want to hear that, you can come to our concert.
Oh, when's your concert again? Could you just
Wait, you have to
again?
look into the camera and tell our listeners.
listeners?
Listeners here,
She's
when's
dropping-
the concert? When's the concert?
It's on 8 November,
8 November?
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
at TRCC Theatre.
At TRCC Theatre.
Yes.
Y'all got that right? Y'all got that right?
Get a
Alright,
pen and
alright.
paper.
I'll be there also. You can catch me there. Wait, I have one last question for you. So right, Gamelan and Wind Symphony, for the performance, because you're talking about the past of Singapore, monsoons, trading ships. So if you need an extra actor, I could come in like with the ship, and I could be dressed up as Sang Nila Utama. Cause like with my abs and everything, then I'm like, I'm Sang Nila Utama. Do you think that would be a good idea? I could actually come in like that. I mean, y'all can contact me afterwards. That's definitely a yes, right? I hope so. Okay, never mind. Never mind. On that note, we're gonna go into our game segment, guys. Are you all excited?
Yes.
A loser have a forfeit.
Oh,
Penalty,
have to do TikTok later.
penalty.
Not so excited now.
Okay, so it's gonna be fast paced. Me and Ranya are gonna be asking you questions like fast, pow, 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 and
Okay.
you have to answer.
For
Okay.
each question you get right, you get 1 point. So, by the way, this is a little rivalry we have. Since you guys collaborate so much, you've been such a good team. We wanna break that
Yeah.
for a little while.
We'll see. Wind Symphony or
Gamelan
Gamelan?
versus Wind Symphony. That's right. That's right. Represent your interest group. So, Neflin, in 3, 2,
I'm scared.
1.
What does RAF stand for?
Reflections Arts Festival.
Gamelan 1. What is Monsoons? When is Monsoons happening?
8 November.
What is the theme for this year's RAF?
Monsoons.
when people
Wrong. Correct.
What?
Where can you buy the best mala in RP?
South
RP.
Canteen.
What?
What was last year's theme for RAF?
Bumi.
Oh,
What is
As-
RP's signature color?
Green.
Who is our current president?
Tarman.
Yes. Who is our current prime minister?
Oh my god, that caught me off guard. Oh my god.
Who is our current prime minister?
who's here?
Oh my god!
Bro,
He came
do
to
you all
our
not
school,
know it?
guys.
What's
He
my
was-
name?
Neflin.
What's my name?
Ranya.
Name me one other event happening during RAF.
Top top.
Tribute.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
How many events in total are happening during RAF?
4?
No.
5.
How old
No.
is RP?
No, 2002.
Actually, I don't even
What?
know the answer.
No, the answer's there. 23 years old,
Yeah,
guys.
2002 lah. Alamak.
Oh. Oh. It's not. I thought 2002
Okay,
was
I
the
answered
age.
wrongly. Answer wrongly.
What is this year's National Day theme?
That. What is RP slogan?
Greater me.
Greater me.
What color shirt am I wearing?
Black.
It's actually blue, but never mind.
Okay.
What,
So who
what
won?
color is Neflin's hair?
Good question.
If y'all get this wrong,
Okay, Neflin, who do you think won?
I don't know. I think our editors will keep track of the count.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
editors, note to that.
We'll put it here. The numbers here. I don't know. The number for Gamelan and the number for Wind Symphony. Okay.
To our winner. Woo!
We'll announce. Yeah, the winner is right here. Okay. So we had a lot of fun, but we gotta reflect, on RAF.
When there's highs, there is lows. And RF has been a time. It's been a very festive period. Very busy.
I mean,
Everyone.
there is a reason why it's called Reflections Arts Festival.
Right,
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So for the both of y'all, what is one key takeaway you have for yourselves from the whole of RAF season, taking into consideration the amount of preparation you've put inside, the team, how you connect to it? Like, what is one key takeaway? Just one key takeaway.
I think like connection.
Wow. Good job.
Just that
Connection.
word, connection.
Connection?
Yep.
Okay, mysterious. Okay. How about
Amelia?
you, Amelia?
For me, I think it's like incorporating everything and like storytelling through the arts. You know.
What were your most memorable moments? I mean, I was in primary school. I was in an arts CCA, so I had a lot of fun going for SYF. I was in choir. If y'all didn't know, very very funny background of mine. But
Fire.
no, very funny background because people don't usually expect me to be in
You
choir.
can sing. Sing a tune right now.
I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. But back to the question: what were your most memorable moments, Amelia?
I think for me, it was like trying to think of like different things, like brainstorming for
Oh.
monsoons. Yeah, that was quite tough.
How about you, Adiiirah?
I think it was figuring out like what song from like Gamelan itself would actually like fit, especially with the meaning of the song. Yeah.
So both brainstorming moment.
Yeah,
Love it. We
brainstorming
love people who
moments.
think. All right. For what was the biggest challenge you faced during your RAF preparations? Yeah, think about it. Gotta be big. For me, my biggest challenge during my RAF preparations is honestly coming down every day because it can be tiring at times. And so for our performing groups such as Wind Symphony and Gamelan, I really respect you guys for being disciplined, coming down for your practices. But coming back to you guys, what are the biggest challenges you faced?
I think for Gamelan itself, we were I felt that we were, because at the same time with SDR we had our internals preparation. So we had like back-to-back trainings, like 2 back-to-back
That
trainings.
sounds really tiring.
Yeah. Then as EXCO we have to come down to every training, right? So it was really a strain on the EXCOs. Yeah. I think that was one of the bigger difficulties lah. Yeah.
How about you, Amelia?
I think for us it was like the planning committee, especially because we had to come down 3 times a week during the holidays, and that was like not including meetings and all that for this concert. So that was actually quite tiring. Yeah.
I mean, in the end, if you think about it, it's all for one very good cause at the end. I think that's the main reason. All us performers, we keep going, because at the end of the day, the piece that we're going to be creating is amazing, and the fact that it has such a good meaning, I think is quite wonderful. So if there's one message you hope the audience can like take away from Monsoons, the team, what would it be? Just one message to everyone who's listening.
Listeners, listen up.
Do you have a message?
One message from the performers itself.
Monsoon.
Enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show. You know what that means? You guys better come down.
Yep.
Come down. When again?
Enjoy the show at
No, when?
When is it happening again?
On 8 November, 8 p.m. TRCC Theatre.
The Republic Cultural Center. Write that down. How about Amelia?
I think it's to maybe take away from the show and maybe reconnect with your roots and
That's so true.
how far Singapore has come as one. Yes.
Gamelan, when I see you, I'll be reconnecting with my Indonesian roots.
Okay.
Trust. Alright, we are unfortunately coming to a close for this episode and the
That's right.
podcast overall. Thank you to our guests from GNK and Wind Symphony, as well as our other guests and hosts throughout the whole entire podcast. But
Nice.
for our listeners, we're not done with you yet. Remember to check out for the various shows for Reflections Arts Festival, starting with the Maka Maka Visual Arts Exhibition brought to you by Artitude, RP Radiate909, and Photo Republic. The exhibition will be running until 8 November at South Agora Hall. And don't forget to catch the Tok Tok Sing Song that will be happening on the same day. And also, don't forget to do the Maka Match Personality Quiz by scanning the QR code pasted all over South Agora.
And finally, we have Monsoons by Symphony De Republique, where we have RP Wind Symphony, String Ensemble, Gamelan Naga Kencana, RP DK Bar, and Chinese Ensemble at the Republic Cultural Center Theatre, 8 November, 8 p.m. I better see you all there. And for more information, please check out RP's official website, rp.edu.sg/reflections. And don't forget to find GNK and Wind Symphony's IG. Can you please plug it in?
Hi, my name is Adiiirah from Gamelan Naga Kencana. Please follow us on RPGNK at Instagram. Yes.
Hi, I'm Amelia from RP Wind Symphony, and catch us for more updates on at RP Wind Symphony on Instagram.
Last but not least, please do follow. If y'all didn't know, me and Ranya are from RP Radiate909, your dose of campus entertainment. Well, you can find us on IG at RP Radiate909. And thank you to our guests and those who are listening. You all have been very attentive. This has been Arts Unfolded, where stories are told and visions unfold.
See you when we see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Radiate.
Radiate your dose of campus entertainment only on RP Radiate 909.